Here's another fun part of the process. Transferring files from the computer hard drive to the external hard drive. Yeah, I don't use the external hard drive while working on projects. I know a lot of people can just connect them and make it work pretty seamlessly with their editing software. But mine has never worked as well. As I said previously in another vlog, my computer is not as great as it once was, or even up to standards of what people who are editing should be using nowadays. But I work with what I got. But yeah, this is the part that I don't like, which is all of my projects start building up on my computer's hard drive, and eventually I have to move it over to save everything. I've always saved footage, and I don't really know why. I kind of just hold on to everything, because there's something fun about having the raw footage and looking back on it years later. I have at times. I've even used some of that footage in other projects, the raw footage, for other videos that I make. And, well, I did eventually make, like, a blooper reel, which was only posted on Facebook, and it was just kind of done for a laugh, with some of my friends on Facebook who had appeared in the videos. But that was so fun to kind of go back to all that footage, and I think that's why it's kind of great to hold on to it. A lot of these projects also have full movies on them, or images, tons of things that I can go back to later by just simply searching in the external hard drive and using it for new projects. At this point, as you can kind of see there, I have like 10 years worth of projects, 2011 all the way to 2021. I started out with, I actually have been making stuff since 2009, but a lot of that stuff is lost. But luckily, anything after 2011, I have. One of the earliest movies that I made, where it was done with a full screen just camera that had a video option on it, that I then cropped into widescreen. All that original raw footage that was done in front of a blue screen, which is just a tarp. It's the most ridiculous setup ever looking back on it, but I still have all that footage, and I can look at myself preparing it and doing the different takes and everything. And it's weird to just go back 10 years and be like, yeah, I mean, it certainly feels like 10 years, but it's kind of cool to go back to it and see how far technology has come even since then. Technology's already felt pretty advanced in 2011. And since then, there's, advancements feel like they're advancements in quality, but not necessarily in the functionality of everything. I can't say that everything in life seems way easier with technology since 2011. A lot of the capabilities that were available in 2011 are still available now, but the quality is improved a lot. I mean, even filming this vlog, this is 4K, 60 frames per second, FPS. I don't know. Does anyone ever say it full length like that? Frames per second. But yeah, I'm filming this in 4K, and it's just crazy that this alone on my phone, my front camera, is better than the camera that I used back in 2011. But that's what's kind of cool. And that's why it's kind of fun to hold on to footage and hold on to a lot of different things like that. But this process, man, it takes so long. And it's just, I feel like the only time I'm at my computer amongst the limited hours that I have, I'm usually working on something, so I never really take the time to, after a project's done, move it over onto the bigger hard drive, because it just, I put it aside, and then eventually I'm literally running out of space on my computer's hard drive, and I have to finally move it over. And it's a long process, but I make do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just staring at it now. Sometimes it could take up to like 20-30 minutes, depending on how much footage there is. And it's not fun. But hopefully when I get a new computer, I won't have to worry about this. I can connect everything to external hard drives. Maybe use one of these to be just a backup, and have another one for older footage that I don't necessarily need to use in projects anymore. Make everything a little faster, a little more smooth. But if anybody's in video editing or has a computer and they like to organize it. As you know, I like to keep things very organized, but if anybody knows what it's like, it's tough to do. Luckily, a long time ago, I started out by making every single project file and video file have a distinct name. So even when I go back to different files, it's not like everything is named. You like, on the camera, it goes like 000001, and then every file after that, it's like 1 and then 2 and then 3. But if you start over a new SD card, they start from 000001 again. And if you try to look through the hard drive for those files, it's not so easy if everything's titled the same thing. So years ago, I've been always retitling everything to make sure it's all distinct for each project, and I think that's probably helped the most. I probably should just make like a tips video someday, honestly. I don't think I give myself enough credit for what I do know and what I can handle, because I always feel like I still consider myself a bit of a subpar video editor. I've seen some people do amazing work with the tech that is available now that I could probably get access to and put the time into doing, but certainly if I would have had that at even my age, like high school, like a lot of people are starting out with now, I feel like I could have started with way better tech and then grown from there, because a lot of younger people now have just like the best, even like on their phone. So I don't know, but I could probably improve things. But my point is that I don't think I even give myself enough credit for where I'm at, because there's still definitely things that I could probably give helpful advice for. So I should do that sometime. But otherwise, thanks for watching another vlog in my basement, where sometimes I'm filming like this and sometimes I'm like this. And trying not to do that, trying to keep it here. But thanks for watching.